Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a quick video on how to change thermostats in my 2009 Yamaha HPDI outboard motors, the 225. And the first thing we need to do is get this cover off. This is the top of the motor, and it's got a cover on it. We got two 10mm bolts on either side, and this front part just holding on with some kind of grommets and that type thing. So we can get these two bolts off as that loud car goes by. This should be a nice easy install, but I say that then it's going to come back and haunt me at the end properly. So we're just trying to get ready for the 2023 fishing season, and just trying to do things that I have never done. Like I said, this motor is a 2009, and I have never changed the thermostats in this motor. And it's not doing anything. This is preventive maintenance. Just try to catch anything before it does happen. So you want to stay on top of this type stuff, because who has $25,000 to replace a motor when you could have just changed the thermostats and, you know, keep up on the maintenance, that type thing. So that's why I'm doing it, just to keep up on the maintenance. And I like doing it myself because I know it's done to the best of my ability. It might not be done factory standards, but to my best of my abilities, and I'm the only person to blame if something goes wrong. So we got the two bolts out, and the front is just held on, and they on there tight now. We don't want to break it. So once you get the top off here, these are the two locations of the thermostats. So I'm going to bring it closer for you can see. Okay, we at the location where the thermostat housings are. Like I said, it's one on each side. These are 10mm bolts also. We should be able to just take these caps off, and the thermostat should be up under them. It does have a prying surface on the back here. I just stuck my screwdriver here in the back. It's got a little lip that you can I just gave a little tweak with my screwdriver. So don't worry about the hammer, just use your screwdriver to give a little torque in the back here. So I'm just trying to be careful. I do have new gaskets, but I'm just being safe with the gasket that's on here. Okay, we got the cap off. And as you can see, this is the thermostat. And the gasket on top here. And let me bring it close, even closer, so you can see what I'm doing with the thermostat. Okay, let's see if we can get this thermostat out of here. It shouldn't be in there too tough. Okay, we got the thermostat out. As you can see how it goes in there. Just keep that in mind when you put the new one back in. Okay, looking down in here, I do have a little, I guess you'd call it a little surface rust. I'm going to clean that up down in here. And this surface with the gasket set on, it's still got a little gasket material on the outside of here. So I'm gonna clean that up and I'm gonna come back. Alright guys, we're back on this motor. I had to take a break. Buddy of mine came by and I helped him with his lower unit. I put a water pump in. But we're back on here. As you can see here, I got the surfaces clean for the actual thermostat to go back. And you gotta excuse me, there's a lot of wind today. It's got a little wind noise, so I apologize for that. But like I said, we got this ready to go, so we're gonna get our new thermostat here. And this is the part number for that thermostat. And we got a new gasket. I don't know if you can see that gasket for the cup, the cap that goes on top of it. And the part number for this gasket is that. So we're gonna bring you a little closer. I tried to tilt the engine a little bit so you can actually see down in here. And we're gonna put this back together and we'll be done with this. Like I said, it's not that big of a job. Just took a little time to clean this surface off the best I could here without scratching the top of it. So let me bring you in before we can finish this job up. Okay, with the new thermostat, like I said, once you get all the surfaces clean and clean around the lip where this sits in at, you basically just drop it in, make sure it's, I think it's only one way you can, if you put it upside down, it won't close though. You're not going to do that. So we just place that in, make sure it's seated in there good. And we're going to get the cap and the gasket. And the gasket, just make sure you put it with the same hose line up on the actual cap here. Place that down. We're gonna get our screws. And we're just going to tighten these down. I don't know the torque spec on these screws here, but when I took them out, they weren't that tight. So, and they awful small. Like I said, they 10 millimeters, so you don't want to go gorilla on them trying to tighten them up. So I'm just trying to snug them up right here, right this second here, so I can make sure the gasket is aligned with the cap. Okay, that looks good to me, and I'm just going to tighten them to where I feel they're good and tight without snapping them. Like I said, if you snap that off, it's going to be a big deal. So don't go gorilla tight on them. Just ease them down a little bit at a time. And I'll look for the torque spec net for these two bolts and put it in the video once I edit it. So, but right now that side is good, so I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, here on the other side, like I said, we're going to drop our thermostat in, make sure it's seated there good. We're going to get our cap and our gasket. And I debated about putting Loctite on these bolts. I decided not to. But I don't see if it would be a problem if you did. It just that these are smaller bolts, and if you had to try to get them out, I don't think Loctite would keep them from coming out and breaking. But I just decided not to on this. And like I said, I have impact tools, but I don't use them much on stuff like this because I don't want them to snap a bolt off when I'm almost finished. So like I said, we just snugging them up a little bit at a time. Okay, that's good enough for me. Like I said, I'm gonna find a torque spec to that. If I do, I will put it in a video, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, all we have to do is put the cap back on, the cover that goes over top of the engine here, and this job will be complete. Alright guys, this job is complete. Like I said, if you just went straight to it, and it probably wouldn't take you more than an hour to do both sides. You know, that's cleaning the gasket surfaces of the housing where the thermostat sits in. So, and I get all my parts. Here lately I've been getting them from boat.net. They're not a sponsor, but they seem to have almost everything you need when you need it. So that's a good place to go to get all these parts that I use. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching the videos, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, we're just getting ready for the actual fishing season here, and it's a lot of maintenance that you need to do to your boat to get it ready to go fishing for the rest of the year. So other than that, guys, we're going to be out of here to the next video. Thanks for watching.